Reggie, I just sold my car online.
Let's go, Grandpa. Wait, you did?
Yep, on Carvana. Just put in the license plate, answered a few questions, got an offer in minutes. Easier than setting up that new digital picture frame.
You don't say.
Yeah, they're even picking it up tomorrow. Talk about fast.
Wow, way to go. So, about that picture frame.
Forget about it. Until Carvana makes one, I'm not interested.
Car selling made easy. On
Carvana.
pickup fees may apply.
At Sierra, discover top workout gear at incredible prices, which might lead to another discovery. Your headphones haven't been connected this whole time. Awkward. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
It's a Minimalist Monday edition of Optimal Living Daily. Stop and Enjoy the Biscuit by Chris Lovett of chrislovett.co.uk. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, reading to you with permission from the authors. On Mondays, I usually cover minimalism, one of our most requested topics. So at that, let's get right to the Minimalist Monday post as we optimize your life. Stop and Enjoy the Biscuit by Chris Lovett of chrislovett.co.uk. On the road again. A few weeks ago, we sold our flat in London and half the stuff in it. The coffee table, TV stand, sofa, and 3 side tables were all sold on to new owners to use and get value from. Even as a minimalist, regular decluttering still needs to happen, and I wasn't surprised to find that I needed a couple of trips to the recycling center to dispose of random planks of wood, unopened cans of paint, and spare plant pots that we had hidden away just in case. Once again, we are officially off the property ladder in exchange for a more digital nomad type of life for now. We've sold the brick and mortar in exchange for collecting road trip experiences. We're currently in a small village called Critch, a place I hadn't heard of before coming here, but it's right near the Peak District in the north of England. Well, Midlands really, but anything north of the M25 is north to me. Everything we need for 2021 fits in our dinky Hyundai i20. Just. That includes all my work gear, clothes, toiletries, cosmetics, electronics, plus Daisy the dog and her food, games, and medicine, of course. She gets the whole back seat to herself with her comfy bed. We plan to be around here for another couple of weeks before heading down south to Devon for a few months. It's an interesting way to live, work, and explore. It's constant change and slow travel combined. This weird hybrid can attack the senses, and while leaving you in awe of the surroundings and adding to the wonderful experiences traveling can give you, it also can be quite bizarre and discombobulating, a word I've never written, ever. See, this is a new thing. During one of my days off, we took a drive out to Chatsworth House to stroll around the gardens and visit the farm shop. The shop knew how to push my buttons: fresh pastries and locally sourced chocolate, cakes, alcohol, and other homemade delights. I almost bought jam, which I probably eat like once a year. You'll be pleased to know I restrained myself from the jam, but one thing that did catch my eye was a packet of oat biscuits half covered in milk chocolate. Nom. I bought a pack of 5. These biscuits weren't cheap, but I could tell you were going to be good. You know the type. The ones that kind of make you want to rip the wrapping off with little care and attention. I knew that they would be an awesome after-dinner treat or mid-afternoon snack. The day after, I was set up for work as usual in the living room. It was busy. The laptop had more tabs open than necessary. My iPad was still on Zoom after 5 to 6 client coaching calls. The work phone still had headphones tangled around it from a call earlier in the day, and my personal phone was lighting up every few minutes. I was consumed in my own busyness, and I hadn't eaten anything other than a smoothie for breakfast. Now, in the middle of the afternoon, was the perfect time to step away and grab one of these new and highly valued biscuits. I delicately took 2 from their wrapping so as not to waste any goodness through unnecessary manhandling, and placed them on a plate in the kitchen before walking them back into the living room work chaos I had created. It's not my place, so I didn't want to drop crumbs all over the shop. I laid the plate carefully between the laptop and the iPad, grabbing the top biscuit and surveying where to have my first bite, chocolate or not. Chocolate, of course. A second after that one bite, I put the biscuit back on the plate, now obscured by tech, and defaulted to responding to an instant message on Microsoft Teams that flashed up. As I started to type back, mouthful of biscuit with the obligatory, "Yes, I'm free, what's up?" I stopped. In that moment, I caught myself being sucked into busyness, and I had to get out. I immediately closed the lid on my laptop, shut down the iPad, and set both phones to silent. I grabbed my plate of 1 2/3 biscuits and laid back on the sofa. With my feet up on the table, blocking the view of the tech, I stopped and did nothing but enjoy the biscuits for the next few minutes, and it was glorious. It was just another reminder that no matter how much life stuff takes over, you always have the choice to stop. Some like to remain on the hamster wheel, but I can't. I don't want to. I want to slow down. Don't let anything get in the way of you just stopping for a moment and enjoying your biscuit. Everything else can wait. You just listened to the post titled, Stop and Enjoy the Biscuit by Chris Lovett of chrislovett.co.uk, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
This episode is brought to you by Greenlight. Get this. Adults with financial literacy skills have 82% more wealth than those who don't. From swimming lessons to piano classes, us parents invest in so many things to enrich our kids' lives. But are we investing in their future financial success? With Greenlight, you can teach your kids financial literacy skills like earning, saving, and investing. And this investment costs less than that after-school treat. Start prioritizing their financial education and future today with a risk-free trial at greenlight.com/Spotify. Greenlight.com/Spotify.
Big thank you to Chris. A good reminder today to stop and notice. The most difficult part of this is remembering, which is why I like to read articles like this to you, to hopefully remind you today to slow down just a little bit and notice things. I had an anthropology class in college that had some really interesting homework assignments. One was to take a walk and try to only notice the shadows of things instead of the things themselves. Our brains are so quick to move towards efficiency that we don't even notice shadows on a typical day. It's kind of crazy to think about. They're everywhere, but when's the last time you actually paid attention to a shadow? Yes, it might not add value to only look at shadows, and definitely don't do that if you're driving, but it's a practice and reminder that there's a lot that we are not seeing or doing every day. And sometimes taking a minute or two to slow down and notice can make a world of difference. So thanks again to Chris. Thank you for being here and listening every day. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be here curating articles for you again tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.